or trying to put up signs and look for the kid. Then they file a restraining order against her. I mean, come on. And Chris Proudfoot, his face looks like crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once again, disparaging the parent of a missing child because he looks stressed.
Okay.
Something's eating him.
Eating the guilt out of himself? Yeah. I mean, he's being eaten alive. With that,
he's being eaten alive.
Fun, Chris? Was it worth it? Because the world knows what you did.
Was it fun, Chris? Was it worth it? Because the world knows what you did. Meanwhile, what we know from law enforcement is that his story has been vetted. And his story is that he was in Memphis working out of town and had not been home since the beginning of February.
Nope.
Meanwhile, what we know from law enforcement is that his story has been vetted. And his story is that he was in Memphis working out of town and had not been home since the beginning of February.
I'm going to need you to show us where law enforcement has said anyone has been vetted or any story has been confirmed. Thanks, Becky. These are the only words I can find from law enforcement speaking about any of the parents. From March 15th, Sebastian's family has remained cooperative since the search began and have done whatever law enforcement has asked of them. That's it. That's all.
Meanwhile, what we know from law enforcement is that his story has been vetted. And his story is that he was in Memphis working out of town and had not been home since the beginning of February. That's what we know, and that they've been cooperating with law enforcement. None of them have been charged with a crime. They are not suspects in the disappearance, and she is saying it all.
Nina, why did the judge even order Faith to be put back in that house when Sebastian was missing under suspicious circumstances? Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, they said, oh, there's no evidence he was ever forcibly removed or left on his own.
Maybe the judge was able to gather information that proved that Chris was not present at the time of his disappearance and that he was out of state working, such as we've been told, and law enforcement says that their stories have been vetted. Maybe the courts were privy to information that the public is not, so that he could see his daughter. I mean, there's simple situations like that that could be happening.
Just don't have evidence.